Alright guys, well since I'm out of video ideas, I'm sure you saw the title already, but we're just gonna do a little yap about Gorilla Tag and where I think Gorilla Tag is going. So let's just start in the beginning. So I don't really have a script for this, so I'm just gonna kinda wing it, just say it. So basically, when I started Gorilla Tag was just before the GT2 era. So that's back when Gorilla Tag was really simple, really, is what Gorilla Tag was. And with it being so simple, it felt like the perfect game back then. I was on a Quest 1 at the time, the original Quest. And the only other games I had really ever played were Beat Saber and Super Hot, and that was about it. So, with that being pretty much all the only games I really had. With those being really the only games I ever played, Gorilla Tag was this whole new experience for me that I had never ever seen before. And with that, it kind of sparked a new era for me. Gorilla Tag, I was playing it every day. I always wanted to learn more about it. It was just insane. It was just the best game that I had ever seen. And I mean, it was just insane at the time for its era. So then let's just skip forward a year. GT3, I'd played the game for a while, learned all the basics. I learned how to wall climb, I learned how to wall run. I was the only kid in my friend group that knew how to wall run. It's pretty good. I was grinding the game a lot. That's when I spent my first money on the game, bought shiny rocks, those $20 bundles that we all used to buy, stuff like that. And at that era, that's when the game started kind of dying off for me, because it just it wasn't the same as the game I had remembered it, and it was starting to die off. And they're starting to add all these new maps, and everything was not really the same, to be honest. And the game just started getting boring, and then eventually I had my first break of Gorilla Tag that I'd ever had. And actually, I just kind of took a break from VR for a while, because just nothing really sounded fun, and just there was no point in me playing anymore. So that was kind of when I was on my Fortnite grind. Everybody had that one Fortnite grind. So after that Fortnite grind, I came back, and this is actually when I had Gorilla Tag, just before I had Gorilla Tag on Steam, which is what I play on now. But I was playing on Quest, and around GT4 is when they changed the Quest physics to where walls were you couldn't do walls. It was literally impossible. You would slide right off the walls. If you tried hitting off of a wall, nothing really happened.
What?
And
okay, kids are looking hard.
There was just really no point to trying to play the game anymore. So that, again, I had quit. But then I found out that if you played on Steam, it was all the OG physics. So that's when I bought Steam. That's when I got my PC. I built it myself, and I got Steam. And at that time, I had my Quest 3, which is what I play on now. And I guess I kind of skipped this part. When I got my Quest 3, playing Gorilla Tag was a whole different experience. I mean, everything was so clear. I mean, everything looked insane. The tracking was so much better. I mean, you could see, I could see so much better. And yeah, so then I bought it on Steam. And first thing I do is, of course, get a mod menu, because that's what every little kid wanted back in the day. And I cheated with a mod menu for a really long time. And I wasn't even one of those weird modders. I would just use a little bit of speed boost and wall run and pretend I was really cracked at the game. And eventually I got banned. So guess what I did? I ban evaded and bought another Steam account. But I didn't mod on this one. I was determined. I said I wanted to get good. And so that happened. I started getting really, really good on Steam. But the one thing is I was still using was that every once in a while I'd still download a mod menu and cheat a little bit, because it was still kind of fun, And while using said mod menu, I got banned on that account. And this was kind of like a whole thing until GT6. No, GT5, sorry. And after GT5 came around, which I actually think I have the GT5 badge, actually, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna go check that. I think I have that on this account. No, I have the GT4 badge, I don't have the GT5 badge. But, that was when I started getting really good. I found out that I could change my hertz down to 72. And, I mean, that just made all the difference. I mean, I thought I was just, like, the best player ever. And that's when I actually joined my first competitive team, TST. I actually ended up becoming one of the main players for TST. But then the owner, his headset broke, and the team just kind of like died off. You know, we were playing scrims like every couple of days, and then it just stopped. There was like nothing happening anymore, and so then I kind of also quit there, and that's when I started playing Orion Drift. It was after I quit Gorilla Tag that time. And boy, did I grind Orion Drift. Was that my new main game? I had so much fun playing Orion Drift. So to this day, with Strike coming out in Orion Drift, I mean, Strike was just a whole new experience for me. And that's a water. But Strike was just a whole new experience for me. And I loved it. I mean, Strike was like, it was so fun to play, and it was like nothing that made me want to quit, bro. But then I ended up quitting after my best friend, he stopped playing, and I had nobody to play with, so I stopped playing. But then that's where this era comes in. So I came back to Gorilla Tag on Steam.
He said he has a bark menu. He's a bark menu.
I came back to Gorilla Tag on Steam, and that's when I started making videos on Gorilla Tag. My first Gorilla Tag video on Steam was the new juke, the juke that I made with the double pillars. If you guys haven't seen that, you should go watch it. It's a pretty cool juke. But anyways, I basically just came back. I knew I wanted to start doing YouTube, and I was on a grind, bro. And so I was trying to stream, I was trying to post all these videos. Started wearing out. But then, you know, everyone gets that 2-week Minecraft phase. So I ended up getting my 2-week Minecraft phase. And during that, I actually ended up streaming at Donut SMP. And that got me, like, skyrocketed my subscribers. I mean, I went from, like, 50, like, always having 50, to almost 80 subscribers. I mean, it was insane. The most sub growth I've gotten since now. And then I came back to Gorilla Tag just recently now, and I hit 100 subscribers. I hit that milestone, and I was so happy. I've been trying to hit that for months. Really, honestly, years. I've had multiple YouTube channels trying to hit that. For some reason, that seemed like a crazy goal for me, and I feel like it's really not that insane of a goal now that I've hit it. But obviously now I'm trying to go for AAC, and ideally, if I could hit 1,000 subscribers, I mean, that would be my dream. Like, you know, most people want a play button. I don't want any of that. I just want to hit 1,000 people that actually like my content, and 1,000 people that want to come back and see more of it. That's the ideal. I want to grow a community, and that's my goal with YouTube, is grow a community. And that's why I try to stream. I haven't posted in a while. I've been so busy. But that's why I've been trying to stream and just do everything I can to just keep growing my community. So now we're to the new era, obviously. You know, we got the Ghost Reactor, Virtual Stump, all these different revamps. Like, every map has been revamped except for Forest and Beach, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Gorilla Tag, it definitely does seem boring to me every once in a while, but making videos is so fun. Having all my friends here with me also makes it just so fun. I ended up getting, like, obviously I'm really good now. And just, this game is just like my life now. I don't play much Orion Drift because Strike died out. I mean, Strike was the best game that I ever played in Orion Drift. Other than that, it was just parkour. I loved grinding parkour, I don't know why. But what I think Gorilla Tag is gonna ultimately end up coming to is the game is just drastically dying, and I really think that at some point it's gonna become like Rec Room, and they're gonna have to shut it down. So, by the way, R.I.P. Rec Room. I mean, that game was like my childhood. When I took all those breaks, Rec Room was what I played. Mostly paintball and disc golf. Oh, hi there. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, that's nice. But what I think Gorilla Tag's gonna come to is I think they're just gonna keep adding new maps and stuff. And people are gonna miss like the OG stuff. Just like I mean I miss the OG stuff, but I don't mind the new stuff. It's pretty cool. Like I really like Virtual Stump. It's a pretty good like idea. It's like the map loader mod, but in the base game of Gorilla Tag, which I think is really cool. But I think ultimately our favorite game is gonna end up dying out. Nobody's gonna want to play it anymore. Just like Orion Drift is kind of dying out now. I mean, it was so unbelievably popular. Sorry guys, I'm sweating. I don't really want to get tagged. Oh. But I think just gonna keep adding new maps. If I had to guess, they're gonna add a space map. Like, I feel like that's probably what's gonna come next again. Maybe the moon or something. I don't know. I think eventually my time will come where I just quit. But for now, that's not my time.
How is he doing that?
So, that's what I think. I think that
I'm very new about it. How are you doing that?
I think that that's what it's gonna come to. I hope you guys enjoyed the little yap. If you guys want me to do more of these, make sure you like, subscribe, comment what you want me to talk about next. And sorry I haven't uploaded. That's why I'm posting 3 videos in one night. I mean, I'm gonna be up all night editing these, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.